Soundstripe.
Welcome back to the Regional Collective, the podcast that champions small business owners and their incredible stories of resilience, creativity and community. I'm your host, Shelley Cox, and I couldn't be more excited to kick off Season 2 with something a little different, because this time we're hitting the road. From the bustling main streets to the quiet hidden gems, we'll be travelling across South Australia to meet inspiring small business owners in their own backyards. Together, we'll explore their challenges, celebrate their wins, and uncover the unique ways they're shaping their local communities. So buckle up for a heartfelt conversation with practical insights and a whole lot of inspiration as we shine a spotlight on the heartbeat of our regional economy. This is the Regional Collective, where small businesses make a big impact. In this episode, we're sitting down with Fallon Rooke, a dynamic marketing agency owner and director of the Blue charity. Fallon's passion for helping small and medium businesses grow shines through in everything she does, from crafting standout marketing strategies to making a real impact in communities both locally and globally. We'll chat about how Fallon has built her brand, the challenges and rewards of running a purpose-driven business, and how her work with Blue is changing lives by educating children in Kenya. So grab a coffee, settle in, and join us as we get inspired by Fallon's journey and her mission to empower others. Fallon, thank you so much for joining us. It's been great to meet outside of business. We've had a few coffee chats, wine chats. So a great opportunity, I thought, to share what you've been doing in your business, how you've grown from a single operator to an agency size, but also how you've turned, giving and being charitable into your business model. So do you want to just maybe step us through how you started with Fallon and Co?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks. Well, firstly, thank you very much for having me. I guess Fallon Co honestly stumbled across small business life. I think as a lot of people do, you get to a point where when you're trying to build something up on the side as well as working full time, you get to a point where it's like I either jump and go all in or I stay doing what I'm doing. And I guess my philosophy in all areas of life has always been, what's the worst that can happen? Diving in, trying to do my own business and figuring out how we went. I was like, well, worst that happens is that I have to go and find another job.
So that's it. There's always a backup plan.
Exactly. There's always a way around it. So I was freelancing after spending a couple of years in Melbourne and Sydney, working in agencies over there. Continued on freelancing and just got, I guess, to the point that I couldn't commit 100% to full-time work as well as driving, consulting and doing that on the side. So took the leap of faith and honestly haven't looked back. It's been
because when did you start?
So just shy of 4 years now. Which has been brilliant. I guess one of those things that you say yes, and sometimes when you try to figure it out later, it just works its own way out. Life's got different plans.
And so how many people do you have working with you in your team now?
So currently a team of 6, soon to be a team of 7 in January, which is exciting.
That's awesome. And you've just moved premises as well. How exciting was that?
Incredibly exciting. Again, in true me style, instead of renting an office, you just go all in and buy it in Keswick in the city. So it's been amazing just having our own space that we can treat like our own and have clients come there and especially for collaboration and being able to talk very openly. Like we've got open plan work, desks and everything, and big plans for that space and doing some co-working and bring some other people into the business. So watch this space.
Because do you find that even though you're an agency, you collaborate with lots of other small businesses or freelancers?
100%. I think that's probably what I love. Well, one of the things I love most about what we do. There's a lot, but working with other passionate and talented people, you can't do everything yourself. So it's finding other people that are good at their niche as well, and working with them to deliver something that's beyond ordinary and exceeds expectations every time.
And how that's there's most people will be maybe
identify with what the marketing agency would do, but you've added another element to your business. Can you tell us about the charitable side of your business?
Yeah, look, I guess through a twist of fate completely, when I started out in business, I always said that I wanted to donate a portion of profits to charity or something close to my heart. I went to Africa in 2018, and hand on my heart, while it sounds cliche and like a stereotype, it changed my life completely and changed the direction I was on. And
was that a holiday? Was that a holiday or working holiday? Or
a bit of a I don't know if you want to call it quarter life crisis or whatever. Essentially 3 months overseas in Africa, travelling by myself. Did a safari, but then spent a month volunteering in Zambia in the middle of nowhere in a school there, and then a month in Madagascar volunteering off of a research vessel. Top of the coast. And what I guess people from Africa and what I learned from that trip, like that's something that money can't buy. So for me to be able to actually give back in some way to people that gave me so much for me, it was really the least I could do and felt like a natural fit in business.
And who have you partnered with for that? So how do you make that work in your business model?
So I guess through twist of fate, very small charity I stumbled across called Op Blue through a friend of a friend of a friend, really. I reached out just wanting to support a small charity and donate to them. Fast forward a couple months from starting to donate to them, was helping manage some of their marketing as well. It was one guy based in the Adelaide Hills who had done an incredible job of, I guess, getting it to where it was at that point in time, with a team over in Kenya as well. But just needed to, I guess, elevate what he was doing in terms of getting the name out there, which is where we decided. And getting fundraising going and things like that, and other interested people to help contribute. 100%, and that's where we got involved, just helping, like volunteering some marketing time, me personally. And then, I guess fast forward a couple more years and I'm director and coordinator of Op Education, so our education program where we sponsor children from, some of the poorest families in different communities.
And which I didn't know about your business until I emailed you to be on the podcast. You said, hang on, I'm just overseas at the moment. So what was that last trip like, and what did you do on that trip?
So the trip to Kenya, we've got a beautiful team based over in Kenya who run all of our operations on the ground. They're all Kenyan locals. So in terms of being a charity that's run by Westerners, but having people that are on the ground that know cultures, that we're not coming in and dictating different things. We're really trying to build a sustainable model where we're working with communities
that
to get to the root of the cause. Exactly. So the trip over there was really, I guess, to see how everything's operating. Meet with different communities, ramp up, essentially start the education department, which is my little baby. So it was a very intensive kind of 2 weeks. We literally booked it 3 days before we left. So there's nothing like in small business, you can't plan for anything.
We
were just like, all right, let's
make it up as we go.
Let's do it. We'll make it happen. There's no time like the present.
You had a long plane ride to plan for things.
Exactly. You make it work.
I just couldn't believe that you were email. You said I might be a bit late on my email responses, but you actually weren't. You were pretty within pretty good time compared to most, a lot of other people. So you're very organised in that respect. And what sort of results do you hope to see from that? What you've set up in that trip.
Education-wise, we've gone from sponsoring a couple of kids. We now partner with 4 schools. We sponsor over 60 kids now. So that's just within the space of a few months. So looking like goal-wise, like the sky's the limit. I'm hoping in a couple of years we'll be sponsoring thousands of kids across all of Africa, but watch this space. Awesome. But off the back of that trip was really seeing how things are operating and how we can actually optimise it and take, I guess, different ways of working from like more Western society to bring them and I guess blend them and develop our team over there as well.
Excellent. Well, it's very inspiring, and I think that's one of those things that maybe we've sort of spoken a bit before. A lot of people are when they get into business, a lot of it is that it's to be profitable and make money for them. So how has integrating that social good helped with your business, and business success so far?
Definitely. I guess 2 kind of sides to that. For me, it was never about business or boosting like Fallon & Co. or what we did, for me it was that I feel so incredibly blessed with the opportunities that I've had in life and the start in life that I go, what way can I give back? That's through, I guess, the work we do with Fallon & Co. and the small, medium-sized businesses that we work with, but then it's also on the other arm, like it's how I get to use my tools and my opportunities to actually help benefit people, like benefiting people from other countries that might not be quite as fortunate. And for me, I've said it a couple of times, but like Fallon & Co. is my passion. It's what I love 100%, like wholeheartedly, but then Opblue and that side of work and charity is my purpose. And bigger picture, that's how I give back. And I guess
helps keep you motivated, I guess, as well. So you've got
completely.
There's not a selfish outcome. Is there? It's sort of it spreads it around. Yeah,
it's a whole other level of purpose and passion behind what you do. I guess it kind of fuels, like it's those 11, 12, 1 o'clock nights that you're kind of sitting up going like, why the hell am I doing this? And it kind of underlines like there's actually a bigger reason. Like it's not just in it for your own gain. You're actually trying to do something bigger picture that's outside of your own little pocket of the world.
And also to inspire other people or other businesses to look at how they can make some other contributions, whether it's in their local community or further afield. It's sort of giving that sense of, it's giving back, isn't it? And can help build communities around us.
Definitely. And I guess I've been fortunate with like the blend of Fallon & Co. and Opblue that I can actually leverage or talk to people in my network and help grow what we're doing with Opblue. And similarly, like the people that I've been exposed to from the work we're doing with Opblue, indirectly, I guess, helps fuel what we're doing, creativity,
intertwines,
network.
Doesn't it, as well?
Exactly.
There's dual benefits there. I was just going to say, going back to Fallon & Co., what kind of I guess different industries or businesses have you helped, and what kind of outcomes have they, do they come to you with? So from a marketing perspective or a brand perspective, and how can you, how have you helped them?
Well, look, we offer quite a mixed bag. We, being a small team, we're very nimble, so fortunately we're able to work with clients across so many different industries. Really tried to focus on small to medium-sized businesses. Big reason for founding and doing what we do is that when I was working agency side in Melbourne and Sydney, I guess I saw how many like businesses were having to fit into kind of a cookie cutter agency approach. And for me, I go like so many businesses are just at a different stage.
So unique. They've all got their strengths and weaknesses or areas of opportunity, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly. And they're at a different stage in their life cycle. So it's how do we actually reverse the brief and actually go like, this is what we can do to help you where you're at now, and that'll grow and evolve and change as your business changes, but we can pivot with that. We're an extension of your team rather than like kind of being that removed marketing agency that sound completely different to what you do.
That's it. People might have that. They might have a perfect campaign which actually doesn't match their brand or their brand 100%. Voice, or that. Then we've talked about this with brand identity. It creates distrust because you're like, well, you're not the super polished person that we saw on that ad or whatever. You want it to be like start at the source and be a reflection of that, those people. And then usually in small and medium businesses, the people build the brands, don't they? Like it sort of has to start there, especially with families like business.
Yeah, exactly. It's really trying to get to know the business owners or the people that are driving it and get to know it on a deeper level, that we're an extension of their team, but we're extending their thinking, like we're adding our services to what they do, but we're understanding their goals and aspirations on a deeper level so that we can actually help and drive real change, we're not just trying to create a pretty beautiful thing that marketing and unfortunately agencies can often get known for. It's really trying to go that one step further.
Not just top level stuff, is it?
Exactly. Go that bit deeper, drive actual results and create something brilliant.
How do you find, what challenges do you come up against with very passionate small and medium-sized business owners who really love what they do? How do you approach that?
Oh, look, it can always be fun. Fortunately, we work with beautiful people that have beautiful businesses, so it's really, you do find that as a consultant, as I know you would do as well, you become a bit like a chameleon, that you can flex your personality how you talk to different people and make sure
and
they
sometimes
feel
they need more time to come around to a way of thinking sometimes, don't they?
Definitely.
If they're challenged.
And look, look, there is always challenges, but it's really trying to find that middle ground of like we're trying to add and benefit what they do, but they also know their business best, and we need to like give credit to what they've built it to, and it's trying to find the happy medium of different ideas and different backgrounds and
new results, but also honouring the way that they've gotten there in the first place.
Exactly. And most of the time it's baby steps, because if you start to feel like, let's say for social media, if you start to feel traction, you start to feel like there's a benefit coming or more sales or brand awareness, that's when it's a snowball effect, and then you go, okay, this is working, and it grows from there. So it's really trying to just meet people where they're at and work with what they've got.
And if it goes too quickly too soon, they can be overwhelmed and can't keep up. So again, you know, it's not, they're not going to be in their best interest to go all out there and suddenly grow, and you go, wow, I've got 2,000 orders. You're like, but I can't make 2,000 orders.
Yeah, I can't cater for this now.
That's it. You've got to match it up. So no, I think that's awesome. And you know, particularly being able to tailor it to every business. Like, you have your way of working, I guess, but really understanding that each client's going to come with your own unique set of needs, and also where they've been and their skill sets, but also their goals as well. So and
look, it's also what makes it fun, because there is the different industries that we work with. Like, you've got everything from NDIS to health and beauty and viticulture through to like potato growers and lettuce and hydroponics and all these random things that you go, like, I never thought that I would know these random facts about these industries.
You're learning so much.
100%. I'd be great at a trivia night.
That's it, right. Fallon's on our list for Wednesday night trivia at the pub. But I guess, and tying everything up, so what sort of tips do you have for businesses maybe starting to look at that, you know, going from 1 to 2 people, sort of that bit of growth? What kind of advice would you perhaps give?
To just take the first step. The first step is always the scariest, but as soon as you do,
and then did you feel that you go, I think I need more people to help me, I think we're going in this, like, was that kind of a gut feel for you?
It was definitely a gut feel. It was uncomfortable, it was scary. It definitely felt like a massive leap of faith to go from it's just me, and now all of a sudden I'm bringing other people and their livelihoods and their families.
There's responsibilities there, isn't there? Like,
exactly.
it can be,
for me, it was just like, oh gosh, like, employment is a big thing. Like, you've got to make sure that you take care of people. But the first person was the scariest. From there, it's really just been, okay, how do we get ahead of the curve? How do we find the right people that fit the culture that we're trying to build, and who are going to look after our clients as well? And the first one's the scariest, but it really is. It's just that whole one foot in front of the other. Don't look 10 weeks, 10 months, 10 years down the track. Just actually go, all right, for now I actually need support. Let's get that support, and we'll see how that evolves from there.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for all of your insights and hearing about, you know, what you've been able to do in that giving back part of your business as well. I think that's really unique. But thanks for joining us today.
No, my pleasure.
Excellent. Thanks.
Anytime.
Thanks for listening to the Regional Collective. We hope you've picked up some great ideas to help your business thrive in your regional community. Ready for more? Join our membership for weekly support and resources tailored just for small businesses like yours. Stay in the loop, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or follow us on Spotify so you don't miss a thing. Keep growing, keep thriving, and let's build stronger regions together. See you next time.
Soundstrap.